Hey, how vibes everyone? Today I want to make a video about letting things flow naturally instead of forcing things to occur in your life. Now, a lot of the times, people, they get caught up in the aspect of control and wanting to just have everything happen in their life so fast. And, you know, it comes down to having these attachments to like social status or you know basically like certain things without yourself. And people get so caught up in their ego that they don't actually get the results that they're looking for, and it's because they're trying to force everything to happen instead of allowing it to just occur naturally. Because it's like, if you think of it like this, if you're meant to have something, then you will have it. But if you're not meant to have it, then you won't have it. If it's not meant for you at that time in that present moment, then you just don't have it, and it is what it is. A lot of people, they beat themselves up for things that they don't have, or maybe they've been putting in the work for a while and they still not seeing results. But it's like, if you're not where you want to be in life, then, you pretty much just have to learn to accept your position. Because it's like, you can't always force what you want or where you want to be. You can't control everything. And that's the thing that people get confused about, is that when you're connecting with spirit and stuff, people try to like force that connection, or try to make the connection in such a short period of time, when it's like it has to come naturally. It has to come through, a long period of experience of being able to trust yourself and learning and growing and breaking free from the different layers. Like, you can't break free from all of the layers of your ego in just one night. You have to like take the different steps in order to, reach that next stage of consciousness. And I just noticed that a lot of people, they just try forcing these things. They try forcing themselves to the next step, but sometimes they get ahead of themselves and they're not ready, because it's like where you are right now, and you're interested, like the things that you're interested in and everything that you have, spiritually, mentally, and physically, is there for a reason. It is what it is, and you just got to accept what's in your life and what's going on in your life right now, and ask yourself, how can I change? And basically it's like just trusting yourself. Because see, a lot of people, they want to change and all that, but it's like they don't want to trust themselves. They don't believe in themselves, and that is what's stopping them from accomplishing their goals. Is because, like, the moment you start truly believing yourself and you have that inner fire and that confidence and you really feel limitless, you can accomplish anything. And you'll know that it comes with steps. You'll know that the disciplines and everything is necessary for you to reach your goal. So you won't be stressing about the destination. Because a lot of people, or at least I should say, I say in my videos a lot that we should focus on the journey rather than the destination. And a lot of people don't understand that, the symbology behind that. Because it's like, everybody's trying to reach their goals and stuff, but they're getting ahead of themselves, when you should just be accepting where you are now and doing what you got to do to reach your goals, instead of just worrying about trying to rush everything or force yourself to get there. Because if you're forcing things to happen in your life, it's not going to happen the way that you want it to happen. And I've experienced this in all 3 points of the Trinity. If I ever, for example, a good example is like a person. If a person is trying to force themselves to get muscle, they might end up injuring themselves because they're not patient enough to go through the different steps in order to get the muscle. And it's like a lot of people go through this, like people who have a hard time like gaining weight or even losing weight. You know, they're, lifting too much weight, or they try lifting heavier than what they can lift, and next thing you know, they injure themselves. So it's like, they were trying to do good, but it turned out for a negative on their end because they were trying to rush things to get ahead of themselves. So pretty much, like, that's something for you. I want you guys to think about and be aware of, is that, in the present moment, everything is the way it is for a reason. And we have to learn to accept why it is that way. Why am I here in this position at this moment? And what can I do to progress in this moment now? Not, 10 years from now, or not, a year from now, or even months, or a week, or a day. Just now. Focus on the now. And when you start to focus on the now, that's when your life changes. You know what I'm saying? Because I talk a lot about like procrastination too, because like people, they're always putting things for later, or, they're always, not doing things in the present. And when you don't change in the present, you don't change at all, because the present is the only thing that truly exists. So if you want to see like an improvement in your life, then you gotta tune into that present moment and tune into your spirit. And once you tune into your spirit and you accept what is, that's when you're going to be able to vibe on that limitless frequency. Vibes. But, that's pretty much it for this message. It's pretty much as simple as that. Just don't force things in your path. Take it one step at a time and go at your own pace. Because, a lot of people, they're always worrying about everybody else. And, this wasn't even for me. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning of my path, I had a lot of envious type energy where it was like I was jealous of other people. And, I wanted to be the best. And, I didn't want anybody to know the stuff that I knew, and this and that. And I'm not gonna lie, I had that type of energy before, but I had to let go of that to find my spirit. It's like that type of energy was holding me back. The attachment to social status, caring about what other people think of me in this man-made matrix, in this society, is the different attachments that will stop you from connecting with your spirit. And so, you got to learn to take things at your pace. If you think of this spiritual path like a race, it's like, it doesn't matter if you win in first place. It just matters that you pass the finish line, that you climb the mountain, that you do what you got to do to get to that spiritual connection. And do what you got to do. Don't worry about anybody else or what anybody else is doing. Focus on your business and what you got to do to improve in every single present moment. And I promise you, you'll see the results that you're looking for. Don't force it. Just let it come naturally. Let things occur naturally, because, what I'm saying, like, I can even get into like the man-made matrix and stuff, how we used to live in nature. And everything in nature was natural. It was like more spontaneous. It wasn't, calculated or forced. Because it's like, that's what they're trying to do. In the man-made matrix in society, they're trying to make everything predictable, everything forced. Where it's like, now we know when everything is going to happen. But it wasn't like that before, because spirit is spontaneous. Nature is spontaneous. It was unpredictable. It was mysterious. And that's the type of way you have to live your life, where it's like, you're not forcing things. You're just letting it come naturally. If it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. If it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. You just have to learn to accept your position in life and be grateful for your position in life. And then that is when you're going to start to see, the beauty in what you have in your life. You're going to start to see the beauty in those around you. And you're going to start to see that, the same heart that's in you is the same heart in everyone else. See? So, that's pretty much it for this video. My full love. Let's keep turning up. Let's keep letting things flow naturally. Let it flow. Let love flow.